its core, RAN, Cartus, Home Sale, PHH, whatever these have been known over the years, RAN has always been known as the referral network element, as the out of area referrals. Could you just first of all summarize it for people who might not get that, how that actually works, and indeed how well that aspect of it works for you as a group?
Okay, let me go through. Well, when we were first introduced to the concept of referrals, it sounded great in theory, but I realised it had to be done really well in practice. And our first benchmark was, and I remember it very clearly, from the referrals and the referrals only aspect of whatever it was called, PHH, I think, yes, at that time, something like that, was to make sure that we got at least the referral income in that will cover our membership fee. That was base cap one. And we didn't do that in year one. We did do it in year two. And then bit by bit, we've moved things forward so that now what we expect and what we actually achieve is 3 times what we pay in terms of our membership.
So you've got a measurable ROI is what you're saying.
Yes, it is. A measurable ROI, yeah. Yes, that's right. So I can't remember the other bit of your questions.
No, it was all it was about to. It was explaining to people ostensibly how that referral element works. If let's say you were explaining it to a thick prop tech lovey who has no idea how actual things work in the property industry, explain it to me like I am Simple Simon.
Right. Well, I will do that from one Simple Simon to another. Okay. When I talk to other affiliation groups, and they say, why is it that RAN is so fantastic at referrals? I ponder the question for a bit, and they normally dive in with, what is the software?
Yeah.
And as techie people tend to do, what is the software? How does the software work? And I say to them, with all sincerity, they're asking the wrong question. I mean, I'll tell them about the software. The software works perfectly well. Yeah. But that isn't what it's about. It's about a frame of mind. It's about the thoughts that you as a negotiator on the front line are part of a bigger universe where good stuff happens, where you can refer out to people, and very excitingly, people can refer into you. It's much more an attitude of mind than it has anything to do with the software, but of course, good software helps.
It does, and you were telling me a tale there that when the fantastic Katie Poole was talking about doing the training sessions, really getting involved, it's no surprise there. People who become proficient and engaged are going to do more of something, aren't they? But you were telling me the wonderful story of one lad who'd done a fantastic referral and had kind of his throwaway comment, which stuck with me was, is that all I have to do?
Yeah, that's right. I do remember what you're referring to. And Katie Poole's one of our branch partners. She works out of our St Ives office in Cambridgeshire. She's an absolute ran through and through. And the person you're referring to actually had moved to Katie from another branch, from a neighbouring branch, where he'd not been performing particularly well when he came to RAN.
Yeah.
Then he was Katified, and she explained to him all the amazing advantages that happen with RAN. And yes, it was. I can't remember. I think he earned something like 500 quid, but personally, from a referral competition we were running at the time. And I often find when people first join us, though, and this particular gentleman, though he come from another branch, hadn't been with us for very long, if they're told what to do and why they need to do it, they do it. It's only after sometimes a period of time a little bit of lethargy creeps in and people think, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. But it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. I still make the odd RAN referral myself, even though I'm not directly involved in the front line. And I absolutely love it. Not just because he gets me a £10 Amazon token, not just because he gets me into the regional competitions, not just because he gets me a token in the £5,000 big prize, but because it feels like you're being a proper estate agent. It feels like you're actually helping somebody that wants them to another area that they don't know about, and I can help by introducing them to someone.
And so what he would have done, or you would have done, they registered with you looking to buy in your catchment area. And the critical thing is they just asked the question, have you put your house on the market yet? And it's one of those ones where it's not one that Thomas Morris can help with, but you will then be able to refer on to another RAN member, and it could be down in the West Country, down in Taunton, where we've got people like Weber's down there. And it's just having that sort of nous to say, actually, we've got someone who can help your house down there. Do you mind if we put them in contact? And that's what makes the whole thing tick over. Is that right?
It is exactly right. So obviously, if you're qualifying somebody as an applicant, and you're qualifying them properly, and you're going through the various stages, you're getting to know I have 6 stout survey men. They've told me all I know. The names are what and where and when and how and why and who. And of course, the biggest question you need to ask people is why.
Yeah.
If there's one thing you need to know about a prospective buyer, it is why, and seller for that matter, is why you were looking to move. Now, if you find out that they are looking to move, let's use Weber's, a fantastic relocation agent network colleague down in the southwest, that they're looking to move into that patch, and you build up enough rapport with that person so that they trust you.
Yeah.
Been able to give a proper, genuine, real recommendation to Weber's with the confidence yourself that they're going to be looked after really, really well.
And the key thing you have to be able to have there, of course, and it's dead easy with somebody like Weber's, you know, they're going to deliver. They've been around for whatever is 140 years and everything else. But the key thing there is, you know, that you've got the right stuff in the network, haven't you? So the quality of agents is clearly a really important metric for you guys to be, because you're putting if you're going to go out of your way and recommend somebody else, it's your reputation on the line just as much, isn't it?
Absolutely, you said it all there, Simon. You've got to trust that the other agent is going to deliver, because if they don't, then it's going to reflect badly on you.